Hi. So, on my lunch break, you know, split shift is great. Anyways, yeah, I was meaning to go ahead and post a couple of videos of other things, but never really got around to it up until today, listening to one of my favorite talk show radios, talk radio thingies, whatever. Anyways, and so I just heard that there's legislation passed in New York that makes it okay to abort babies, no matter what trimester the mother is in. Excuse me. And I also heard that this same kind of legislation was passed in California too. Anyways, but this is going to be something that is going to be nationwide. Now, the reason why I'm even making a video about this is because by now many people should know that when it comes to Planned Parenthood, oh yeah, and I found out that their abortion rates went up by 11,000 more aborted babies. Now, everybody should know, well, many people should know by now that, and that was for Planned Parenthood, by the way, my bad. Many people should know by now that when it comes down to abortions, that it's mainly colored folks. Okay? First off, I want to get that. Two, Planned Parenthood was created by, of course, Margaret Sanger, who was a colored eugenicist, so I'll just put her like that. Made a great living killing off colored children and basically saying that colored folks were vermin. Okay? Anyways, there's that. Now, with this legislation being passed, I'm going to get to my main point. With this legislation being passed, more colored females, whether it be young girls or adult women, whichever the case may be, are still going to get abortions. Okay? It was never meant for us to have abortions. Okay? I'm still kind of torn on the whole thing of if the mother has complications from being pregnant or due to being pregnant, then it's like, should they abort the child or not? I honestly think that they shouldn't. They should try to save both lives. But with the time that we're in, and these powers that be, they can defy Yahuwah. Anyways, with these powers that be pushing all kinds of legislations and stuff that are hinting more or less of, killing off colored people. I did say last year, once upon a time, that there's going to be a time where there's going to be a bounty on our heads. Um, I mean, it kind of really is, but it'll be more open, what I'm saying. But anyways, with this legislation that was passed in New York, like I said, any term you can abort the child. So my thing is that they're really trying to get at Yasharal, okay? Which I think is really stupid, but strong delusion. I keep having to remind myself this is what they think that they could do, that they can get rid of Yahuwah's chosen. But at the same time, thinking about it, Yasharal has not turned back to Yahuwah. So basically, they're still doing the bidding of Yah because Yah is working it behind the scenes, just saying. People, of course, are going to probably be like, oh, that's so rude. No, God doesn't do that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because the main thing is to get us back in line, to put us back in check, to get us back to Him, the path that we are supposed to be on. Okay? Now, with that being stated, I also recall I haven't totally gotten through Sephir yet. I'm at Shinnok. I'm almost finished with that. Shinnok, Enoch, Greek terms, whatever. Um, oh, I was going somewhere with that. Anyways, I do recall that children in the end times were really going to be one of the top things that is going to be hit on by the powers that be. And that is true. That is what's happening. And with this whole abortion thing, they're putting the mother at risk and the children. So basically, it's killing us off by any means necessary, and by all means necessary. And this would be one of those that is all means necessary according to them. Yashua, we got to get it together. That's all I gotta say. Got to get it together because yeah, it's getting really serious. It's getting really, really, really serious. And why do you think that all this mess happens over in Africa as well? You know, why Africa has been this continuous testing ground, this testing for vaccinations and all that extra mess else. Why do you think that these countries uh, not just only try to recolonize Africa, but continuously have their hand in Africa, pulling the strings of their government and everything? Because Yashral has jumped up and spiked up, population, I mean. And it's time to keep who is continuously showing us, look, I still have the upper hand, and y'all still messing up, and a good chunk of the 12 tribes are over there in Africa. That's why you don't really ever hear about it. That's why you don't ever really hear about them going after like cities, major cities and stuff in Africa. They mainly really go for the villages, because I honestly believe that a lot of Yashua descendants are in the villages. That's probably why they keep hitting the villages. Just saying. But yeah, just want to really let y'all know about that, and what's going on, and just put that out there and in y'all heads, and really get to thinking about coming back to Yahuwah, and of course the open invitation for Gentiles, of course, Yahuwah already made that known. Just saying. But being in our household, you got to follow our rules still. Just saying. I mean, and that means his law, statutes, and commandments, and all of that other loveliness that Yahuwah had put out for us to follow and do and say, and worship in Yahuwah and his true name, not this mess, Jesus Christ or God. Okay, it's Yahuwah. Okay, God is Yahuwah. It's not God. Okay, all right. Jesus Christ is Yahushua Hamashiach. It's not Jesus Christ. I mean, and what people have to and I had told this to a friend of mine who was a bus driver, Gentile, and he he asked me, why would they purposefully deceive? And I had to think about that, and I don't have a complete answer, but I have my take on it, and the whole thing when it comes down to Christianity. Oh yeah, and another thing, ain't even supposed to be mixing religions. Not supposed to mix. Okay, I call it Yahuwah's elect Kodesh Shemwalk. Okay, that's what I call it. Anyways, ain't even supposed to be mixing that with anything worldly called religions. Anyways, and that's what Christianity does. You have Judeo-Christian, you have Wiccan Christian. No. No, 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 no. Christianity was put out there as a deception. Okay? And also to deceive Gentiles, because they can't be grafted in through Yahusha. Okay? So, it's a deception on both behalves. On ours, mostly, and Gentiles, to keep y'all away from Yahuwah as well, to keep y'all away from Yahuwah's truth. Christianity is such a lie, just like the rest of those things called religions, okay? Yeah, I said religions, okay? So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I did segue into something else, but yeah, it's the whole purposeful deception and purposeful deception put forth by Lucifer doing what he does, given permission, basically, by Yahuwah. Okay? So, even though I did previously state that Yasharal need to get it together, Gentiles do too. Okay? Gentiles also need to get it together as well to follow Yahuwah. All right, be grafted in through Yahusha. Okay? Oh, I need to watch that video. I mean, anyways, I trailed off for a minute. Anyways, but yeah, and it's all about bringing everyone to hell, but quadruple time to Yasharal, because we are still Yahuwah's apple eye. The apple of Yahuwah's eye, still, you know. But if people have not caught on to the fact that we are in the moment of the end times, I don't know what to tell y'all. And like in my 20s, I was once like, oh my gosh, I so hope the end times does not happen while I'm alive. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But oh well, and I'm excited for it, to be honest. I am. I'm not gonna lie, I am. You know, exciting times. You know, the more that is being seen and done, and how more brazen and bolden they are they are coming out with. I'm talking about the powers that be, that they are coming out with the side that they are on, who they're with, who their allegiance is with. You know what I'm saying? And the government is definitely a part of that. The things of this world are rapidly changing. To be honest, thinking about it, I think that's probably part of the reason why. Well, one of the many reasons why the Yahuwah told us that we need to get up out of her. So, not talking about dying. I mean, that's all up to Yahuwah, but getting out of her means stopping the many ways of this world. Getting out of her. Like celebrating these false holidays, and Shabbat is Friday evening to Saturday evening. That's a day to Yahuwah. Things like that. Not celebrating your birthday, but just being thankful and thanking Yahuwah that you're living another year. Following his feast days. Following Yahuwah's feast days. That would be following Yahuwah. Okay, I kind of trade off into something else right there. But yeah, getting out of her. The first three that I mentioned. Not celebrating your birthday, not celebrating these man-made holidays. Just stopping with what the world has okayed. That is not aligned with Yahuwah. And that abortion thing is definitely one of them. Because we were never meant to abortion. What we're supposed to be fruitful and multiply, There's other things that go along with being fruitful and multiplying. But, yeah. But anyways, I know I went into a few other subjects. But, yeah, we got to get it together. Seek Yahuwah. Seek Yahuwah because you love him. Not because you want your soul to be saved from damnation, or you just want what's happening to stop, because that'd be false. You do it because you love Yahuwah. And because Yahuwah loves you, he wants to take care of you. So, oh yeah, and because you love Yahuwah, you worship him, you praise him, you follow his commandments, you celebrate his feast days and everything like that, and you fast and stuff like that, Just saying. Just saying. Anyways, I'm about to go finish enjoying the rest of my 4 hour lunch. but but yeah, that thing with the abortion, yeah, they really they really trying to take as many of us with them as they possibly can because they starting to die off and they know it. Yeah. And they, I mean the powers that be. Anyways, Abba, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of excited to find out who the Antichrist is, just so I can tell people, no, don't do it. Don't trust him. Don't trust that man. He. Mm. I'll probably do it a different way, but most definitely it'll be along the lines of that. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Anyways, all right. Bye.